How to improve your creativity according to r/writing on Reddit. How do you improve your creativity? I want to look at creativity as a skill. Something that I can closely study, break down and learn. But I need to know, how do I do that? How do I learn creativity? Allow yourself to be bored. Set aside distractions, go for a walk or take a long shower. Spend some time alone with your mind and see where it wanders. Don't worry about quantity of ideas too much, although it helps. It's all about quality ideas, and knowing what those are. A lot of it is inspiration. You have to find the things that work as your muse, and when you feel inspired, go ahead and let your creativity flow. Join a writing group, share your works with others and read their works and provide feedback. Participate in writing contests where you're provided a prompt. Even if you do not end up submitting or meeting the deadline, it will help you practice forming stories and ideas from prompts you don't normally come up with. Write down story prompts into a journal, reread old ones and build upon them. Try active brainstorming. Sit down and write 20 ideas for the thing you're working on. Then write more and more. Go until your brain is just completely exhausted. Doesn't matter how bad these particular ideas are. Now, rest. Take a shower. Take a walk. Get busy doing other stuff for the next day or two, then sit down again. Chances are during this distraction phase, you will come up with more, off-the-wall ideas, as your initial session got your brain focused on it, so it can kinda work on the unconscious level in the background. This is how you get those shower ideas. Think of those stories you've seen that are mediocre but you thought had high potential. Write the story that matches that high potential you envisioned when hearing that idea. Cardio. I always found that running really inspires my creativity. All that oxygenated blood and endorphins flooding my brain, I suppose. I always come up with good ideas, plot twists, improved dialogue, etc. I'll go for a run and concentrate on a chapter or section that's giving me trouble, and I always end up with some decent ideas. To learn to be creative, you just have to do things the wrong way and end up with the same results. It's wanting fries, but not using a knife to cut the potatoes, instead you use a spoon. It's doable, both ways. One is easier and a more classic way than the other. Combine wildly different ideas and elements. You know how you always see the advice to write now and edit later? That's because the creative process is about letting go. Look for ways to be creative in subtler ways. It's not just the big ideas of your story, every sentence is a chance to be creative. Especially important in editing, take any sentence or phrase that feels like something you've seen before and see if you can do something wild and new that works even better. Not every sentence can or should be a banger, but try pushing each sentence to be more effective, more energized, give them that sparkling wow factor you want your writing to have. Read a lot. Listen to music. Watch movies. Go to restaurants, bars, spend time with family and friends, go for walks, especially in nature preserves, step away from distractions like social media, etc. And during all of these activities, pay attention what is happening. Why is it happening? Why are people acting the way they are? What details do you notice in the trees, in the music, in the film, etc.? For writing, especially pay attention to other writing. Too often people say they want to write stories but think cinematically or think as a TV series or worse, video games, and not a novel or a short story because they spend more time watching something than reading something. Pay attention to how language is used in what you are reading, what mood is being created, how are character motives being shown, etc. and think, how would you describe what you see every day? How would you articulate the way people act, or the way the scenery looked? I don't think creativity is something you learn. I think you are probably already creative but don't flex the muscle often enough to trust yourself. Practice. 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 There is no cheat, or hack, or trick that's going to improve your creativity skill aside from consistent, dedicated practice. It doesn't matter if it's drawing, or writing, painting, crocheting, knitting, sculpting, clay work. Whatever it is that you want to do, sitting down and doing it, is the only way you're going to improve that skill. Creativity is problem solving. Every creative decision you make should be solving a problem, a narrative, design, mathematical problem, whatever. To unlock creativity, use the same metacognitive strategies you would use to solve other problems, Focus on objective, break down the options, sequence your solutions, think in terms of hierarchy and scalability of ideas. Creativity is not some nebulous thing that is like drawing magic ideas out of air. Creativity is problem solving. If you cannot access it at all times, then you will never be able to make it as a creative professional. Please make an effort to experiment, to play, and most importantly, allow yourself to fail in a relatively safe fashion. See the full post at the link below. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more writing tidbits.